Hi everyone, welcome to Ferrum Forge Knife Works. This is Chris here, and today we're going to talk about screws. Specifically, we're going to talk about the small machine screws that are on almost all knives that you're going to encounter, specifically on the Mass Drop Gent and the Archbishop 2.0. And we're also going to talk about free spinning pivots and how we can kind of help with that and what to do to alleviate that or to get your knife apart. So, to get it started, we're going to take apart the Gent, right, and we're going to go through the best way to remove these machine screws, because let me tell you, I have broken a lot. I've gone through hundreds of dollars of small, precise machine screws over the years. I've stripped the threads out, I have stripped the drive out, I've snapped heads off, you name it, it's happened. It part of life. So I'm going to share with you some of the lessons that I've learned over the years so that you guys don't make the same mistakes that I did. So we're going to start off with the Gent, and to get all these screws out, we're going to need our handy dandy focus T6. Personally, I like the Phillips. They work well. So now with the precise machine screws with these little shallow heads, you always need to push down. Whether you're tightening or loosening, you're always pushing down. So we'll start with the pocket clip screws here. I'm going to be pushing in this way. All right, through the entire time, I'm still applying pressure down. There we go. Same thing. This way, applying the pressure the entire time. Boom. So, okay. I want to show you just how teeny tiny these screws are. Right? Little tiny head, you know, to fit, because the Gent is very skinny. So once we get all of these screws out, I have set up this Gent. I went way over the top. I actually super glued the pivot in place, so it is a free spinning pivot, and I'm going to show you some quick simple tricks to get that undone with only one screwdriver. Back these out. It looks like I'm going fast, but I am always applying pressure this way. And guys, if you're feeling bored at watching screws coming undone, welcome to our life. This is what we do. You can hear Elliot laughing in the background. Yes.
It's true.
So just to show you the free spinning pivot in here, we'll pull the face scale off. Same thing, I'm still pushing down this way. Personally, I like to use the little shorter screwdrivers because you can, cup it in the hand and spin. Okay.
Can I use some voiceover on your video, bro?
Thanks. Sure. What do you want to say in the middle of my video? I forgot to grab my Phillips head screwdriver.
I got you, buddy.
Oh, my video assistant is going to grab that for me. It's over there. It's on the other side. Nope, you're done. It was right here. I had it. Anyway, so this one is a number 1 Phillips head. It's the skinnier one. Don't use the bigger one. It's not going to fit. So I'm just going to show you. See if you focus for me. If you can see, we got some spinach going on. So, hey assistant.
Yeah.
Can you grab me that lighter?
Roger.
All right. Just a lighter. All right, so what we're going to do is going to heat up the pivot area just a little bit, and that should loosen up any Loctite or super glue or whatever you have going on in there. So a Bic lighter, any sort of butane lighter will work. Heat that up. You guys can't smell it, but I can smell the super glue in there. So we're going to lock the knife out. Right, and what I'm doing is I'm going to push and pinch. Right, so what this is going to do, it's going to sandwich the pivot against the blade. We're going to push, or you can do it this way, whichever way works for your hands. Alrighty. starting to come loose. Still applying the pressure. There you go. Right on out. And you can see I
Can I jump in here?
caked it. Sure.
So if you don't have the hand strength to pinch this knife like Chris is doing, because we do this all day, another way you can do it is you can actually just push the blade down sideways into a mat or something like that, and then unscrew the pivot that way.
Pushing.
Same thing.
Same thing. It's the pinching of the pivot that'll keep it from binding in there. So that would be how to remove a free spinning pivot in the Gent. And so we'll pop this all back together because it is still full of super glue. Now that I've broken it though, it goes back in nice and easy, and you can use the same pinching maneuver when you're putting it back together as well. So as I'm screwing this in, I'm pushing this way, so that way I don't jump up out of the drive. All right, that's good. Oh, way loose, not acceptable. There we go. So now we're going to talk about screwing these little tiny machine screws back in.
Is that knife centered, dude?
Yeah?
Yeah, you just trust yourself all the time.
I do this for a living. So, same thing. We're going to push down while we're doing this. And what that'll do is it'll keep your drive and your screwdriver in the slot. So I'm still pushing this way, even harder now that I'm almost done. It's snug, that's it. Same thing. All right, we're gonna push. So also with these little machine screws, I'm gonna see if you can get this, rather than just pushing and screwing in straight, actually go like you're gonna back it out. You hear that click? That was the thread sitting here when they're supposed to go, and then right in. Piece of cake. So let's see if I can show you on the pocket clip as well. You can hear that click. Here I am bragging about how I'm good at this. Okay. So, all right, so we're in both of our holes. Let's see if we can get the click or the focus. There it is. So this pushing in, because if you don't push in, that's what's going to happen. Push down, nothing. All right, so we'll move away from this, and let's talk about a free spinning pivot screw on a Pro Series knife. So for this maneuver, we're going to need a T8, not a T6. Pop that guy out. T8's in. Show you. We're spinning. We're spinning. We're spinning. So this one, we're gonna do the same exact maneuver. We're gonna heat up the pivot screw a little bit to break any adhesive that's in there. All right, and this time, we're gonna pinch this way. Pushing down, you can see now these screws are coming out. Piece of cake. And then conversely, you can use that same pinching maneuver when you're putting it back together. So here we go. Remember, pushing down. I know I've said it about 50 times already. So I'm at the point, there we go. That's snug down without having to pinch or anything. Let's see. Not quite centered, so we're gonna tighten it just a little bit more. Looking good. So, thank you everybody for watching. If you have any questions for us, go ahead and leave them in the comments, and give us a like, follow, subscribe, all that blah blah blah, YouTube, blah 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 blah. Click the button, subscribe. Can't believe you're still watching. All right, peace out.